Hey, Aaron from GameEnthus.com, and this time I'm checking out Enchanted Plumes from Calliope Games. So, Enchanted Plumes from Calliope Games has been designed by Hansen, and it is playable from, let me make sure I'm getting this correct, 2 to 5 players, 30 to 50 minutes. That's pretty accurate. And ages 8 and up. Enchanted Plumes, game about creating peacocks to attract a peahen. So in the game, players are going to be using different feather design cards of varying values and trying to create the most valuable peacocks. And the peahen is going to be shuffled into the bottom 7 of the cards after all the cards have been dealt out to all the players. And when the peahen appears, that triggers the end of the game. So in Enchanted Plumes, players are going to be dealt 9 cards to begin with. This is not 9 cards. This is more like 7s. Let's just take these 2. And I'm going to start with 9 cards. They're going to keep 6, and then the other 3 will get put back into the deck, which would get shuffled up. And then the bottom 7 cards will be shuffled with the peahen. And once the peahen appears, the end of the game is triggered. Essentially, players are going to be creating peacocks. So peacock consists of at least 3 cards. The rules are, so let's say you have those 2 cards, not the best peacock, and I'll explain why in just a second. What players will do is they're going to put down cards for a peacock, and then they're going to have to finish a peacock, which means they would put down a card color that is the same as one of the ones above it. So this is a rather small peacock, not a very good one, because all of the cards in the top row are all negative points. So you want smaller cards at the top, and you want larger cards as you whittle down. But each subsequent row going down will have 1 fewer card than one above it. And also, you can also only place colors that are reflected in the row above. So I could not finish this peacock by putting down this 6 because this color is not reflected in the rows above it. But I could put down that 7 because it's the same color as the 2. Also, this peacock would be worth very little. This would be -11 plus 7. So yeah, this peacock worth -4 points. Also, you also flip it over when you're finishing a peacock off. But you're still abiding by the rule of whatever card finishes it, that'll be that. I'm saying a lot of things right now. There is a official solo variant that came out for the game. It's quite challenging. I figure I'd run through that real fast and let folks see how that works and see me fail, because in the solo variant you are trying to score 96 points, and that is not, well, let me not project, that has not been that easy for me. On your turn, you have to play into an existing peacock that you started or start another one. You can play either 1 or 2 cards. You can play 1 or 2 cards in the same peacock. You can play 1 card and one card and the other. You could start a peacock and finish up another one, or make addition to another one. You have to play at least 1 card. That's one of the rules. The first thing you do is play, either you're starting a new peacock or you are finishing or adding on to one that you already had. 1 or 2 cards. Then what's going to be out here communally for everybody is what's called a train. A train consists of 5 cards, and there's also a deck. So let's just say I had 6 cards, and let's say started this peacock here with the 1, and then I started this peacock here with a 0. I'll take the peahen out of there. This peahen is supposed to be in the deck. Well, in the deck somewhere, but I'll get to that in a second. So I could either play 1 card or 2 cards, but you have to play something. And then your options are, you can take what's in your hand and you can swap 2 cards in your hand for 2 cards in the deck, or you can draw 2 cards in the deck, or you can swap 1 card from your hand to the train. This is called the train. And then take one from the deck. So you're either swapping 2 between your hand and the train, drawing 2 from the deck, or swapping 1 from your hand and the train, and then drawing 1. And that's it. That's what your turn consists of. On the right page. Okay, so for a 2-player game, you remove 7, 8, 9. All the cards of 7, 8, 9 get removed. 3 players, 8s and 9s get removed. 4 players, the 9s get removed. 5 or 6 players. Did I say it plays? Oh, the box says 2 to 5, but then the rules say 5 or 6. Okay, 5 or 6 you would play with every card, but in a solo game, you would only play with up to 6 cards that have a value of 6. So I'll go ahead and remove everything that is higher than 6. Won't that be exciting? So the game begins. Because I'm just playing solo, I can just put the cards down like this and then pick what I want to do. So I'm going to play the 2 to start a peacock off. I can just play 1. I don't have to play more than 1. I can just play 1. I play the 2. I have the option of switching 2 cards with 2 cards out here, or doing 1 of each, or just drawing. Well, I can't draw 2 from here because I have 5 cards. The most you can have are 6, so I can just draw 1 card from there. I don't think I'm going to do that. So I think I'm just going to draw. Ooh, a 0. I like that. So one important thing to keep in mind is that, well, in the solo mode, after your first turn, you remove the rightmost card. That's just out of the game. So that's gone. And then I will start another turn. So now I only have 4 cards in the train. So I'm probably going to want to put that there. And so put that there. I'm probably going to want to switch. Let's say I switch that one and then I draw 1. Okay, so these purples would go well with this, but I need some other colors. Remember I said the peacocks are going to start off, each row is going to have 1 fewer card, and it has to be comprised of the colors that are in the row above it. That's very important. So I switched 1 and then took 1 from the deck, and now 2 cards are going to go from here. So now 2 cards are gone. Now it's another turn, and I'm trying to keep the numbers low. That's the goal here. So let's say I start that there, and let's say I start this one here. Well, I'll start one here. Yeah, I'll just kind of work my way like this. I probably should have zoomed out a bit, but you know, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. So I played 2 cards, and now I can. Well, I really don't want either one of those. I'm just gonna draw 2 from the deck, and I got these 2. So I got these 2 on the ends, and then these 2 go away, and then I'll bring out another train, which, oof, this is kind of a beast here. So many threes, little time. See, the thing is, now, I mean, this is already -5 because at the top. So I don't want to add like a 6 or anything that's going to make it even worse. What I want to do here. So I don't want to add anything that's going to really bump up the negative points I'm getting. But this color can clearly go in here. But I do kind of want a little more diversity of color in there. So, okay, I'm just going to add this one there. And I have to choose. I can either choose swap 2 from the train with one that's in my hand, and do one of each, or draw 2. Well, I have 5 cards, so I only draw 1. So I'm going to draw this 1 because it's a 1. And that's all I can do because I have 6 cards. So that's the rightmost card. So that means it goes away. Hope I'm doing this right. That means it goes away, and now I'm up to another turn. So I'm going to add this one here. And I hate to... I don't want to bump this up too high, but I mean, I know what choice I have here. So then that's that. I really don't want any of these, to be completely honest with you. So I'm not going to swap anything out. I'm just going to draw 2 cards. And of course, the more you draw, the closer you're going to get to the peahen, who's at the bottom towards one of the last 8 cards on the deck. So, yeah. All right, my next turn. The nice thing about zeros add a color for, for options, but then they also the 0, so it's still -9, which is good. And well, yeah. So this is 3, 6. That's 8. So this is -8, -9. Not the best. Let me adjust the camera a bit. So after adjusting everything, I'd be lying if I said I remembered exactly where I was. I'm going to switch these 2. And draw 1. Okay. Not too bad. All right. So that also means I have to get rid of... Well, you're supposed to get rid of the 2. Yeah. It says get rid of the 2 rightmost cards. So... those are gone. All right, so my next turn, I'm gonna start the next row. So I'm gonna put 6 down there and a 4 down there. These 2 blues are blue with blue, purple, purple. So I can do that. And I'm gonna keep this one because it matches with this. So I'd rather get the 5 that matches with that one. Do that in a subsequent turn. And then, okay, I switch that. And I'm going to draw 1. Another 0, which I really don't need. All right, so then, all right, that goes away. Start another train. Something to be mindful of in the solo game is, whatever's on the right side is going to be one of the first to go. So, okay, I'm going to play that there, and I'm going to play that there, which will enable me to, I'm going to switch out for that and that, because why put a 2 here if I can put a 5? And I switched 2, so this is all my hand is. I keep that, and this goes away. And now I have another turn. So I'm going to put this here and then that there. Now I have no cards in my hand, so I kind of forced to draw 2, and I didn't really do very well there. Well, I guess that's reflected. And fortunately, I don't really care about this one. I could have used this 4 here, but I can't do that. So these 2 are going to go away. And now I have another turn. I'm just going to put this one down, and I can't do anything with those, so I'm just going to draw 2. And as more trash. Okay. So then those are going to go away. I think I'm doing that right. I hope I am. Yep. And the train gets replenished. Oof. Okay. Yeah, I could definitely use that there. Oh boy. Now I could start a new peacock with this 1 and only incur like a -1 point loss, but part of me is feeling like that might not be the best thing to do. I could put this 2 here. I don't really want to do that either. What to do? So I already have that, because that means if I put this 2 here, I can only have 2 colors for that next row. So I think I want to do that. All right, so I'm just going to put this here, start of the peacock, whatever. And I'm going to, it's still early on, so I'm going to switch out for that and for that. And then this is going to go away. And then another turn. So I'll put that here and then put this here. And I have no cards. I don't remember the solo game mentions what you do if you have no cards. So if you can't, well, I guess if you have nothing to trade, you have to draw. So I have to draw 2. That's the only thing I can do. Not okay. That's not too shabby. I wish I could use this. I can sure enough use this 6. All right, so at the end of my turn, these 2 are going to disappear, and that 6 is going to go there. And this 6, what am I thinking about? I could also use this 6 here. Look at that. And I have to draw 2 because I have nothing to trade with. And then I end up here. Not the best, not the worst. And occasionally I curse to get my point across. Anyway. All right. So I drew 2. I guess that means in a turn these 2 go away. Yeah, solo mode was pretty quickly because you are resetting that train pretty frequently. Come on, look at that. 3 of those. Come on. You're killing me. Now, I could put this here. But then what that means is I'm locked into just 2 colors for that next row. But that's, well, let me not commit to that. I have a 0. I could just put this here. Now, this is still, oh, wait a minute. That's still -1. And that's the next one there. That's not that bad. I'm going to draw 2. Yeah, not the best. Okay. And then this is going to go away. Okay. I got to play one of these. Now I can play this here, but I really don't want to. I got tricked already. This matches this. I was thinking I could swap out for this 5. This is not that. Gets me every time. And I already started down this path. Oh boy. So I think I'm kind of stuck having to play that there. Could switch out for this one and then draw one that I could also use there. All right, then these 2 go away. Oops. And there's my next turn. So I'm gonna take 3, the 3 there. Put that 2 there. Yeah, not the best. I have to draw up because I don't really have anything else. Ugh. Oh man. Okay, well, I can end it with the 5. This 5 can end it. This is just a shame because there's like nothing. So then these go away. Hope I'm doing this right. My score should be pretty low, which would be consistent with other times that I played it. All right. So I'm going to finish this peacock off. Got a 5 here. And just flip that down like that. Done. And that's all I'm going to do. Okay, so I definitely want to grab that. So I'm going to switch out for this, for here. There's nothing really going on here, and I have to draw one. At least I drew. No, it's a 1 something. And then this is going to go away. So on this turn, I can play that here. Kind of feel like holding out. I should also mention, if you finish the whole peacock off, meaning you flip a card over and end it, these are negative, ones at the top. You count up the face value of all the cards underneath it, including the last one. And if you do finish it, you get 1 point per card that made up the entire peacock, which is nice. If you don't finish it, these are still negative. You still count these, but you don't get to count each card as a single point for a finished peacock because he didn't finish it. All right, so I did that. No, I did this. So I can either switch out, which really doesn't do me any good. I could finish this one. I'm kind of hoping I get something a little higher. I only have a couple of reds in here. What I want to do here, I'm going to draw 2. Hope I get something good. And I did not. This 5 is great, but I can't use it. Okay, and then these 2 would go away. All right, next turn. This is not that. So I can't do anything there. I can put this here and finish this one off. Kind of a low scoring one. Not that exciting. They don't need anything over here, so I'm going to draw 2. Oh boy. Okay, well that matches it. That's something. And these go away. I feel like I'm resetting the train faster than normal, but yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go quickly. All right, well, I got a 0 here. Ooh, I could use that. I could have used that instead of this 1. Ugh. Oh well. All right. I can't get to that yet. All right, I'm going to start another peacock right here. It's towards the end of the game, so this is going to start another one. That's all I'm doing. And I'm going to switch out for the 6. And I'm going to switch out for that 5. All right, this goes away. another turn. So I'm going to... I can't do both of those now, can I? I can't put both of these down. So I'll put the 6 down. And that's it. That's all I can do. That's all I'm going to do, I'll put it that way. All right, and well, if I have to start something or something here, I don't want to put the 5 here. I'd rather put this 2 here and incur 2 negative points as opposed to 5. So I will switch out for that. Sorry you couldn't see what was in my hand. So these 2 go away. This could be in a game right here. So I'm gonna put this down here. It's still worth -1 because this is a 0. And can't really do anything with those. So I'm gonna draw, and if I get the P hand, the game is over. And it ain't over yet. And yeah, this is game because the P hand is one of those 2. So I didn't get a chance to finish this one. I did finish this one. All right, so let's add this up quickly. All right, so we have some negative points here. We have 3. So negative points here. We have this is 5, 3. That's -8. So we have -8 at the top, and so we have 10. That's 19. That's 15. And that is 13. So 19, 15, and 13 is 47. Minus 8 is 39. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's, yeah, so we have, wait a minute. 10, that's 19, 15, 13. Okay, yeah, 39 minus the 8. All right. Oh, anyway, 39. All right. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So this is 54. Your hand counts for nothing, so I'll just put that away. This is -9. You have 12 and 11. So this is 14, and it's just 14 because I didn't finish it. What a mistake. -1, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 8 minus 1, 7, plus 6, 13. And then this is just -1 because I didn't get a chance to do anything else with it. So that's this is -1. My total is 80. We got 54, 14, 13, -1. So 80. That's the best I've done. I've not cracked 96 yet, but the fact that I've gotten 80 means that it is possible. So I'm on my way. So what are my final thoughts on Enchanted Plumes? I really like this game. I think it's the kind of thing where people look at it and they see the very pretty colors, and mechanically it is simple. Like you have to make a decision on what can I earn the most points for or lose the least for when I'm, either starting or augmenting or finishing a peacock. Your turns are fairly simple, but I did enjoy just creating these the art is wonderful. These really pretty peacocks. That is something I definitely enjoy doing, playing this game. the solo mode is fairly new. So I don't know if they're going to do a reprint of it or not. Hopefully it sells well enough to do one because, well, I just showed my hand. I like the game. I think it's a lot of fun. It's nice to look at. Pretty easy to teach. It's the kind of thing where in a regular game, multiplayer game, on people's turns, they would be in a multiplayer game, the train would not be adjusting its size quite as much in the solo mode. That definitely can't keep the game at a quick pace, making sure you're making really to force your hand to make really good decisions, quick decisions, in order to see if you can get your high score up. Yeah. Oh, and just for the record, in the solo mode, because I scored an 80, I was the peahen is intrigued. Getting a 96 is a win, meaning the peahen is mesmerized by your perfect plumage. So, but an 80 means the peahen is intrigued. So we on our way. Anyway, regular game. The one thing I would say is regular game, when you first put it down on the table, people might have a little AP and just, even though it is mathematics, it's like, hey, do you want to earn? Well, it's mathematics, but then it's also a risk reward. Do you going to risk starting something new and incur negative points up front? Are you going to put more negative points up here just to get more color variety, so that you have more options for each subsequent, row? You have a lot to think about. So the estimate of 30 to 50 minutes, pretty accurate, because even though a turn can be fairly quick if you know exactly what you want to do, if you don't, people could experience a little bit of AP, but nothing that's unreasonable. So nothing that goes well beyond that of other games. I feel like this is a pretty tight package. It's a pretty small box, but I feel like there's a lot in here, and it's fun. It's something I have enjoyed teaching and enjoyed playing. I did play a game where I felt like, because so many people had so much AP, it went on a little long. It was probably getting into that 50-55 minute range, which is a little long. But that was, that happens. That's not really not against the games. People I played with just took a little longer to take their turns, which that can happen. When you have the cards you need, you know what you're going to do on your turn. That's not really going to change. You might get frustrated by cards in the train not being there by the time it is your turn, but you already have the cards in hand that you're going to play. You're not drawing and then playing. You did that at the end of your last turn, so you should have some idea of like what you're going to do, at least for the first step. And then you got to figure out whether or not you're drawing 2, trading 2, or trading 1 and then drawing 1. And figure all that stuff out, or drawing 2, whatever. So anyway, I've rambled on a long time. That is Enchanted Plumes. This is the solo mode. I dig and recommends. Very small box, kind of unassuming, like, oh, it's a peacock, pretty. And then people play, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's a little more going on here. It's like, I see. The prettiness distract you, but which is kind of the idea. But yeah, that is Enchanted Plumes, Calliope Games, signed by Brendan Fraser. Brendan Hansen. I said Brendan Fraser. And I guess the only other gripe, if you can even call it that, is the fact that the box says 2 to 5, but in the actual instructions it said 5 and 6. I mean, I can't imagine why you would play with 6 players. The only thing about, as a player count increases, some of those high value cards might be really hard to get, especially those, from the train. But it's like anything else, it's random. What comes on the train is random. What's in the deck is shuffled. So you never really know. So I said it before, I'll say it again. Aaron recommends. Anyway, enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe, click the like, all that good stuff. Thumbs up, leave a comment. Just gonna do it. Stay safe. Take care. Stay safe. Be blessed.